Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of the Explained Series with your host Dr. Bret Palmer. Today we're going to be talking about attitude towards sexual health, and there is a strong prevalence, especially in the younger age groups, that it will never happen to me. Maybe that's just a thing of youth, maybe I was like that when I was 16. It will never happen to me, so I don't really need to take these certain precautions. I also hear this quite a lot when I tell people for the first time that they may have syphilis or HIV, or that they're pregnant if they're female. And so what I'd say to those individuals, or if you're watching this and you think, well, that's not going to happen to me, it could very well happen to you. And it's about negating the risk. So it's not about stopping things that are enjoyable or necessarily changing your lifestyle. We all got to live the life we want to lead. What we need to do, though, is understand that certain behaviours comes with certain risk. If I decide to jump out of an aeroplane, I'm obviously going to die, so I can negate that risk by wearing a parachute. Much the same way as if I want to have condom-less sex, then I have to understand that there is a risk attached to that, and that risk is catching a sexually transmitted infection. And the way I avoid catching a sexually transmitted infection, like gonorrhea or chlamydia, I can use a condom. And if I don't want to use a condom, but I don't want to catch certain infections like, for example, HIV, I can use something called PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylaxis. That's a Truvada pill, which I do another episode on that. And you take that before you have sex. There's a certain method on how you take it, and that method is different between if you're male or female. But there's a way you can reduce the risk of catching, for example, HIV. There are obviously lots of other infections and problems you want to avoid. If you're female and you want to avoid pregnancy, talk to your partners to see if they can wear condoms. If you want to ensure your own personal safety against pregnancy, then it's a question of accepting contraception. So it's all about what is the risk you're trying to mitigate and avoid it. So every week, we have people in our clinic who say, I can't believe it, why me? And unfortunately, it's going to happen to all of us at one time or another, and we may not even know about it, but it will come to us in the end, whatever that risk you're worried about. But that risk can always be mitigated, and it can always be planned against. And the simple way to do it is to plan for it when you're not in the heat of the moment. Plan for it before, and everything will be fine. Get a sexual health checkup, talk about contraception, condoms, and PrEP, and also get vaccinated as well. Look after yourself, have great sexual health, take care.